What's going on YouTube? It's Io Richie here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the main man going over Leo in version 5.0. So I was in the stream a bit here and there, so I managed to catch a couple things, but I didn't actually get to see the whole of the analysis. So he released the YouTube video, I believe yesterday, so we're going to check out this video now, and yeah, we're going to see what he's saying. So let's get straight into it.
What's up, guys? Main man
as he does his intro.
Awesome as always.
Man like the main man.
This is gonna be a video on Leo, a character no one ever talks about, a character not a whole lot of people give a rat's ass about. But believe it or not, I believe this character is going to be seen a heck of a lot more post patch 5.0, where we saw notable buffs. Down for two, no, not down two. Down for 2 launching crouchers, while standing 2 being a proper 15 frame while standing launcher, used to be 16, and a whole lot of other interesting buffs I could show you. I have a video on the topic, but I put this character in my top 10 or top 11. It's an incredibly strong character, the biggest dark horse after Fengwei.
Now, in my opinion, I agree 100% with what you're saying, because I have the same kind of Feng Wei feeling with Leo now, where I feel like Feng is just like such a strong character, but then Leo has now jumped up to that same kind of place, and they have similar tools, similar evasion. So yeah, both these characters can definitely fall into the same kind of category now in the new version. So I definitely agree with what you're saying there.
You know how a lot of people just missed out on Fengwei? I believe Leo very well could be the next Fengwei. Maybe not match Fengwei in terms of strength. Fengwei is like top 2 now, I would say. But Leo should be in top 10. And as for the longest time, been talked about as a like mid-tier character, or slightly above mid-tier. So I just wanted to make a video where we talk a little bit, shine a spotlight on Leo. We don't talk about this character, and just maybe show some of these amazing tools the character has.
Let's see.
It should
see
be
what he's saying
immediately, but in season 1, Leo was actually seen as really good, because back 1.4 here, so this is an 18 frame mid. You'll note that if I do back 1.4, I'm +8 in a stance, and I get a mix-up.
+9.
This used to be a counter-hit launcher back 1.4 in Season 1. But as you can see, it's not anymore. They removed it. So due to just spamming this all day long, you saw a lot of Leo players in Season 1. And as soon as this was removed,
Leo was gone.
Everyone dropped the character.
Yep.
But there was so much more to this character than back 1.4.
Funnily enough, I actually didn't play Leo in season 1. Like, I didn't main Leo. Like, in season 2 I picked up Leo, and it was just because the character was quite easy to play. So that's kind of what it was. And then I came across some videos which helped me get a good understanding of the character. So ever since season 2, I've watched the character get better and better and better, and now the character's in a spot where you could say the character's as good as they were in season 1, but maybe not as brain dead, because back 1 counter hit was just ridiculous, and obviously Leo doesn't have that. Leo doesn't have the down for 2+3 launcher on normal hit, but they sped up the animation, so the move hits a lot more. So yeah, the character's in an interesting spot now, for sure.
So I thought maybe we could just take a look at the stuff. So first off, when discussing Leo, I feel one should mention down forward 2. So this is a 15 frame down for 2, just like other universal down for 2s. But this one is a little bit different. It's a bit like Dragunov's, where it's punishable on block. Dragunov's being -12, Leo's -13. And this is where you're like, well, that sounds pretty crap, right? There are down for 2s that are safe. Yeah, but this one launches crouchers now, right? And the reach of this down for 2 is pretty unique.
Yeah.
Oh.
Almost as long range as Jack. I don't know if it is.
It's got a ton of reach, making it an incredible whiff punisher. So the minus frames only come into play if you use this offensively, like a 50-50, for example. But what Leo players use it for is whiff punishing from super far away. And now the fact that it launches crouchers makes it so that if I knock you down and you do a low get up kick and I see you whiff that, I can now launch you with down for 2, right? Because you recover crouching, doesn't matter, that will still launch now.
Yep. And another thing, when you do backdash certain situations, if an opponent does a down jab, generic low, any of these moves now, Leo's down for 2 will launch them. And it's changed Leo's whiff punishing game, because before you would want to go for like, you know, a safer move like a down, up forward 2-1, maybe a down 1, forward 4-3 if you really feel like, you know, your opponent's gonna retaliate. So yeah, like Leo's punishment has completely changed now because it's become a lot more basic. So you can literally just use down forward 2 as an all-purpose seasoning tool. Like, so yeah, it's super strong now. And you know, the other tools are kind of a bit not made redundant, but just like the use of them has kind of gone down a bit. Like there isn't really much reason to use those other tools. But yeah, so they've taken away a bit of, you know, the interest inside of the character away with the down 4-2 change. But yeah, it's a different character now. Leo's gone from a normal character, maybe mid tier, to definitely, you know, in the conversation for top tier. In my opinion, I'd say that, you know, the character could be top tier for sure.
So really strong down for 2. Strong movement. Leo has a very strong backdash. It's above average. Just doing 1 backdash is very strong with this character. You have a down 1. This is a very long range mid. Note the reach of this mid. That barely whiffed. Like, I'm standing really far away here. Really far away. This comes out at 18 frames.
Yeah, right? It's like 2.7 range or something like that.
On hit.
Very good move.
-2 on block. That's a counter hit launcher, right? Just for contrast, and just to laugh a little bit at Fakum Ram, who's not in the ICU. He's at the morgue, alright, he's dead. His 3+4, you know, his old counter hit mid launcher, comes out at 18 frames, right? This one comes out at 18 frames, matches the reach, is also a counter hit launcher, but this one is -2. Fakum Ram's is -11.
Yeah.
This one is -2. It's basically back to neutral. Isn't that lovely? Just looking at the difference of those 2 attacks.
But the only difference is obviously Fakum Ram's has a bit of tracking. It's harder to get around.
Step me, I have down for 3, which is a super long range knockdown homing wall splat. Note the reach. And again, safe on block at -9. I can also use this homing.
The jack of all trades. Can do it all. Pin you down, stop you from stepping.
Knocks down on normal
Has
hits.
decent quick pokes.
26 damage.
Down forward 1 could be better, but you know, we don't complain. When the character's in the state that it is now, we don't complain about down forward
Not a ton
ones.
of damage, but still a super good homing option. And another homing option is from Bok, but I'm gonna talk more about the Bok stance because again, Leo's incredibly all around. This character has everything you need, including a pseudo AOP Art of Phoenix into very good panic buttons. So this is another homing. Launches on normal hit, right? Normal hit launcher.
Yep.
High. +12 at the wall. But in the open, +10.
I mean, talking about Bok 3, I don't think much has changed about the move, to be honest. Like, if you block it, okay, you're -12, but before you was -9, so like, not much has really changed, to be honest. Like, the animation has changed. You got a few more frames. You might not get mashed out of hop kick, you know, for doing certain lows, but I don't know, like, it hasn't changed too much about the character, I wouldn't say. But I mean, the extra frame is good because you know you can set up the back 1+4 up forward 2-1 mix up afterwards. So yeah, it's strong. It's definitely strong, but you know some people might just duck it, but it's rare that it gets ducked. To be fair.
Note that this is safe at -9. So this is an insanely evasive panic button. She beats a lot of mids here when she goes. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be respectful. He beats a lot of mids going down here. And that's a very chunky launch, right? You get a lot of damage here. And it's safe. That is actually safe. So you can mix here a +10 from Bach, high, and a safe heavy hitting launcher that's super evasive.
Yeah, I mean you can use it as a mix.
I've already showed you some cool stuff, right?
You can use that as a mix, but I would say the animations are a bit too different for it to be a true mix. So I'd say the only time you'd really, you know, get hit by the Bach 3 in them kind of scenarios is if you're trying to commit to a sidewalk. But as a 50-50, I wouldn't say those two moves in particular are, you know, a mix that will have you ducking, you know, Bach 2 and getting launched randomly. So unless you just, I don't know, just hard duck, expecting a Bach 3, like, but in terms of actually reacting to them two specific moves, I think you just always just hold back. So yeah, the situations, it's an interesting situation, but I wouldn't say that's, you know, exactly how you'd mix it up.
And this is the longest reaching demon point in the game. I mean, the range on this is... I'm gonna have to say rebarded. I'm sorry.
He said...
Note the reach on Ford 2.
And said rebarded. What?
-9. 15 frames fast, by the way. $15 frames fast. And now in terms of lows, we can look at some lows. We've looked at a lot of mids. Down for 2+3. So
amazing move.
Unreactable low at
amazing
21
move.
frames. Does 20 damage. Very chunky. Very evasive. You'll note that... Oh no. Oh, my keyboard died, I think. I wanted to show in Ansel that Leo goes down very low here. So there's a good bit of evasion. +5.
Yeah, high crushes.
Only -12. And this is also a counter hit launcher. So only here, like this button, I showed you this and this. Two amazing counter hit launchers. Other notable lows, down 4. Corsico Ford 1. This one's pretty crazy. So
yeah.
This one is -13.
The damage you can get from QCF1 counter hit, if the wall's behind you, is just insane.
Note the reach. -1 on hit.
Yeah, full screen, pretty much.
Hit with this one. That's 54 damage. And if I'm close to a wall, that's 83 damage if I'm close to a wall.
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering, what is this? That's his while standing 4. 11 frames. This is an 11 frame punish.
Dangerous character.
With pretty decent reach. It does 34. And wall splats. Like, I used to be so impressed with Dragunov due to having... Oh my fucking god! No, please don't. Please don't. I used to be so impressed with Dragunov's 12 frame wall bounce from while standing 1 free, being at only 12 frames. And then I realized this character, Leo, beats him with 1 frame.
Yep.
Dragunov gets a wall bounce here, but we get a wall splat. See how far away? 78 damage. I mean, how crazy is
Was it 78 damage?
But we get a wall. Leo beats him with 1 frame.
I think it's less than 78.
Here, but we get a wall splat.
35.
See how far away? 78 damage.
I think it's like 63 or something like that.
Is this? That's crazy good.
But it is a lot of damage, regardless.
Of lows, this Hell Sweep has evasion, no execution, good reach, and it's homing. That's one of the first versions of homing Hell Sweeps. You can't step this Hell Sweep to either side. Homing.
Yeah, you can step it if you're Lily.
Io Richie,
maybe
one of
Zafina.
the best Leos in the world in my chat.
That's me.
Great to see you. And again, very comfortable.
We made it.
From this Hell Sweep. So extremely strong. All right, and this low should be mentioned as well. Well, low. It's a low high. But this is minus 13. No, minus 12.
Yep, new change from minus 13 to minus 12.
This is guaranteed. Minus 12 low, but guarantees that on counter it. Which is not completely unique, but all of these lows, one of the best low kits in the game.
For sure,
lows.
for sure.
Should I show the power crush effect? No, we've already done that in a video. Should be noted.
Yeah, so what he means by the power crush effect is that if you catch someone doing a power crush with back 1+4, which is Leo's version of war drums that you would see on a couple characters like Josie, Julia, you actually get a launch. And even though they've changed the properties from minus 15 to minus 14, you can still get a launch. So it's a bit it's quite interesting, to be honest. Quite interesting. I don't know why it's like that. Apparently, it's just always been like that. Well, it's always been a bugged move. I wouldn't say it's always been like that because, you know, power crushes haven't always been a thing. But in this game specifically, you know, it's always been a thing. So, yeah, back 1+4 has some interesting uses. It used to be a bit more brain dead where you could do back 1+4 into hop kick against like big characters. But, yeah, that is no longer a thing. They've changed the properties of back 2 1+2 to make it I-14. So that you always get a punish on smaller characters and basically the whole cast. So that was an interesting change, but a good change. So as a Leo player, I cannot complain. So let's get back into it.
I've shown it already a couple of times, but Leo, one of the best wall combos in the game. That's guaranteed.
Yeah. They call it the Devil Jin combo. The Devil Jin combo.
That's 1 more damage
because of the damage.
Devil Jin's old back to 1, but at 27, and this gives better Oki. It gives that flip over Oki. So honestly, this wall combo is kind of busted, to be honest. It's stupid good. And then we have approach tools, infinite reach, safe, mid. Natural combo. And if you're good enough, the second hit here counter it launches. Oh, sorry, you gotta input it so quickly.
Yeah, second hit and first hit. Both launchers.
Has a magic 4.
Not easy to do though. Definitely difficult to do.
That's safe at -7. It's not even -9. That's really good. I showed the book options. We have down 2 for frames, but this is very steppable. This is down 4. Sorry, +4 on block. I believe it knocks down on counter it. Yeah.
I've got to address one of the comments in, you know, the main man's chat box. Basically, he goes, he's trying to compare Leo's down 4 2+3 to Lars's down like 4, and obviously I'm gonna respond to it now because I don't know if I responded to it in his chat. But he goes, dude, I think the down 4 2+3 low at 21 frames is extremely busted. I mean, compare it to Lars down at 4, almost same damage, same frame advantage, same start, but Leo has a tiny bit less range. Lars one is -26 for God's sakes. Okay, so the difference between those two moves is obviously that Lars's one is, I believe, 20 frames. Obviously, that's not a big deal, but yeah, it has quite a bit more range from what I remember. And the tracking on Lars's down back 4 is basically near enough homing, so Yeah, I'd say they're two very different moves for what they do. So it's understandable for Lars's to be launch punishable, or maybe minus 26 is a bit crazy. But like with the stagger block, maybe it shouldn't stagger, but I think yeah, two very different moves. And it's two very different characters to be honest. So yeah. I don't know, I think it's a bit of a weird comparison to make. But yeah, he's right. Leo's downfall 2+3 is definitely a super strong move. And you could say it's busted to be honest, because it's quite spammable. But it does definitely lack some tracking.
This is a super good mid. Down back 1+2. You can add another hit for a natural combo here, wall splat. What you can do with this one, and what you'll see the best Leos do, is that they confirm a hit here, a counter hit, by seeing the opponent move or twitch, do something, and then they'll add the second hit. It's quite generous in how much you can delay the second hit.
Yeah, for sure. Borderline hit confirmable is pretty hard to do though, consistently at least.
There are key charge setups, but I don't see those as being like vital to the character or anything problematic. Combo damage is pretty decent.
Leo's key charge stuff. Okay, he doesn't see it as being too problematic. So basically, when Leo key charges, Leo has access to an extension to the Hell Sweep and then an extension to back 3-1. And the reason I'd say these are a bit problematic is because back 3-1-2 is hit confirmable. The Hell Sweep follow-up that you get in key charge, the range it covers is completely stupid. Like, it's almost, you can almost get like a wall splat from like mid-screen. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Like, the thing is, obviously, you know, Hell Sweep is like the thing you'd want to block if someone does key charge. So Leo does, you know, have other mix-ups available because of that. So, and the thing that people sleep on is the fact that already you have mind games with moves like up forward 2-1 where you do up forward 2 by itself. So if someone blocks an up forward 2, they're afraid of the second hit, the follow-up. So, you know, someone could do up forward 2, be key charged, the opponent blocks, then they go for the Hell Sweep. The up forward 2 will block and push you back, and you'll be straight to the wall if you don't block the sweep. So, yeah, key charge stuff with Leo is actually super strong, but people don't actually realize it because they don't see it enough. But it's risky, but it's definitely viable for sure, for sure.
That was 96. Maybe we can demonstrate something. I'll just do this. Very basic staple. That's 101, but that's far from optimal combo. But it's just to show that the character can combo.
It's not optimal, but it's near enough.
It's near enough. Combo is.
Maybe missing out on like 12, 13 points of damage.
4.
Nothing too crazy.
+9 on block, back 1-4, +9 on block into mix up. I feel like I've covered most of the amazing tools. Oh, up for 2-1, low crush, as you can see, jumps, safe on block.
I wouldn't say low crush personally. I'd say low crushes for maybe a couple frames, but
you can actually, if
you can definitely get hit by lows. You can definitely get hit by lows.
But it's a bit like Brian's harder combos. You need to do an instant while standing free. Neat.
Yeah, this combo here, very tricky to do in a stressful situation. Very tricky to do in general. It's not very lenient. You have like a 3-frame window to execute the instant while standing free. People have mixed opinions about it. Some people say it's super hard. Some people say it's not too hard. I'd say it's hard. I'll just say it's hard. But as someone that can do it, you know. Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Yeah, that's all there is really to say about that. But it's rewarding if you pull it off. If you pull it off, it's very rewarding. So it's definitely worth going for.
It's tricky. Oh, it has high evasion as well. Oh, he does duck down there.
Yeah, can evade some highs up forward 2-1.
I think I almost.
But not a true high crush.
Any other options or things I should mention regarding Leo, I or Richie? I'm trying to go strong. safe evasive attack, 4-2-3, -9 on block.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
a
there's
high, but
much
it's
more
very
to the
evasive.
video.
Has a hop kick.
Yeah, it's
to
just
one.
generic
It's one of the
stuff.
best moves. But so yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that probably wraps up everything,
With
to
a
be honest.
super long reach.
So yeah, main man going through, you know, what would make Leo basically top tier. I'm not sure if he has like a, let me see if he has like an outro.
Some crazy, simply incredible counter hit launcher.
Like an opinion on
Yeah, but I don't
whether
think
Leo's
it's
top tier.
confirmable, to be honest. You can confirm a counter hit, but you won't confirm did he block or not.
Yeah, I agree with that. Very,
Are you gonna
very
play
awkward to
Leo?
counter
I'm
hit.
gonna play
I
a
mean,
bit of
to
Leo.
confirm.
Here. I think that's Leo. So,
Okay,
incredibly
outro.
solid, all-round character, defense, offense, space control, amazing frames, amazing counter hit launchers. Punishment is good, mix-up utility, has the panic stuff as well, crazy evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can show this one, forward 1+2, side switch.
A lot of
wall
damage
splat,
from that throw.
sliding throw.
If it wall splats.
Oh, it should be mentioned that this rage drive is insanely strong as well. No, oh, not that one, this one. So it comes out at 14 frames. So super fast and super long reach. This is better in my opinion than Paul's super death fist. You see the reach?
I'd say they're basically the same move. I wouldn't say one's better than the other. You can utilize both of them in combos. You can utilize both of them in neutral. They can both clip your movement for sidestepping. I'd say they're both the same. I'm not sure which one comes out faster. They might come out at the same speed if you do the execution perfectly. But yeah, that's been the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Leo is a hidden top tier. I agree with the title. As he says, the hidden top tier Leo. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, I've been Io Richie and look forward to the next video. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.